Hey guys, Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It is New Comic Book Day for the week of July 29th, and we're going to get started right now. This episode brought to you by No Pugs Were Harmed in the making of this episode. New t-shirt. It's awesome. It's cute. Tim didn't kill it.
Not yet.
No, although it's not yet. That's the whole point of the video. That's the whole point of the shirt.
I mean, that shirt's going to go in the washer eventually. That pug will drown.
No, I just completely screwed that whole thing up.
Yeah, that pug gonna drown.
That wasn't the meaning of the shirt.
And yet, you can drown a pug anytime you like with this new t-shirt.
Link in the description.
Hey guys, Tim from Capes and Scowls and Team Ashen and the comic book store and 17,000 other projects. How are you? That's good. Let's talk about the trades this week. We have Star Wars: The Rise of Kylo Ren. We didn't read any of this, did we?
I don't think we did.
A lot of people really dug it, though. I know a lot of people, not just Star Wars fans, were coming and asking about it. Giant Days, Volume 13. I love Giant Days. Giant Days is one of my favorite books, period. Please read Giant Days. We have Spider-Verse, Spider Zero. Are they trying to make Miles' costume more blue now?
I think so.
It's just... I don't think it's bad. It's just distracting. There's some interesting characters on this cover.
I'm surprised I didn't read any of that.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't either. Stranger Things, The Bully. I assume these are more like young adult kind of tie-ins for their Stranger Things. I think.
Looks like a young Steve.
It does kind of look like that. Maybe. It's Greg Pak, though. Greg Pak, great. He sometimes does young adult or things that skew a little younger, but it's still like violence. Get ready for violence in your adult life. Greg Pak, great. We have Penguin Young Readers presents Xavier Riddle in the Secret Museum. I'm Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton. I saw Hamilton.
Did you?
Yeah, it was good.
Looking back is my favorite song.
Yeah? Aaron Burr's the best. Controversial take. It's a weird thing to say. Aaron Burr? Yeah, that guy, cool. He had the best songs. Anyways, Wonder Woman, Come Back to Me. This was a mini-series. Damn, she is jacked on the back cover. Look how jacked she is. It's just one giant muscle from here up. Good for you. Heart Attack, Volume 1. Did we read this?
I don't remember that.
I can never remember what we do this so much. Yeah, I don't know anything. Sorry. Black Stars Above. Black Stars Above. Guess what? I've read this. Just didn't see that coming. This book's awesome. Very weird, very dark. Please, please, please check this out. Strange book. In all the best ways. Deathstroke. Rest in peace. Deathstroke. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. And then finally, we're ending with Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips' new hardcover, Pulp. It is a Wild West something or other. I didn't really pay too much mind. I just bought the damn thing. So I'll let you know later if it's good, but it's got to be. It's like those two guys that always work together and make amazing things. They, like, never fail. They never really failed. And it is previews. Time to do the previews. I got my Marvel previews. Paul, you tell me when to stop.
Stop.
You stopped at The King in Black. That's an ad for a book that's coming out. Venom, Donny Cates. Null is coming. Brrr. I just realized that I probably make everybody very sick when I do this. And I'm not going to stop. Here is your huge previews with everything in it except DC. Zing. Oh, ooh, early stop.
There's no.
We can't get a little too early, buddy.
Stop.
Getting It Together, #1 from Image Comics. Cena Grace, Omar Spahi. I'm gonna butcher all these names, but hey, it's a thing about yeah. You know, I still don't know, but just buy the damn thing.
I tried to go early because usually, like, I wait too long. We end up with action.
You ended up on a table of contents.
I'm sorry.
You like one more page, you'd have been fine.
I didn't mean it this time.
I know, it's fine. It's just I was like, I can't do anything with this. I tried. We'll go now.
First up, we have Empyre issue number 3. So, I mean, this is the middle of the book, so you know that the heroes are not doing too well. They're starting to formulate their plan and to figure out how they're going to fix things. And we have 2 radical different problems. You either have the Kree and the Scowls are just like, let's just, hey, you know what, nuclear war? We got something way worse. Let's do that. And then you have the Avengers who are trying to, like, not kill a galaxy. So you have those 2 forces kind of clashing each other on what needs to get done. And then you have people that are introducing more and more problems and more things. And more people that have their own ideas of what needs to get done. It's still a good read, man. You should definitely check it out.
All right. All my books are pretty good, Paul. I got to start by saying that. Because I'm pretty sure this was my pick of the week last time.
It might have been, actually.
And it's not this time, but it's not because it's bad. It's That Texas Blood, issue 2. I really like this book. Like I said, I checked it out because it sounded okay, and the guy looks like my dad. The main character looks so much like my dad, it's creepy. And my dad is from Texas. So, still good. It's a murder mystery kind of story happening here. The end of issue 1, if you'll recall. This is your chance to fast forward me. A guy died. His brother comes back to town to kind of deal with his brother and his body and just what has happened. And he's not aware that it's been a murder. He just thinks his brother died. And the whole town hates him, treats him like absolute dirt, and he can't seem to figure out exactly why. He knows he has a checkered past. He knows he's not the most friendly human being on Earth, but everybody is just crapping all over this guy, and you come to find out certain reasons why. This book is still really good. It's dark. It feels like Texas. Good job, guys.
Next up, we have X Factor, issue number 1. I had to read this one because I know Tim wasn't going to.
I like X Factor.
Really?
Only with Madrox.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's why you read it.
There's no multiple man in this. So basically, for those who don't realize what's going on, Krakoa, one of the promises of this new mutant homeworld is that nobody stays dead. We have the Resurrection 5, people that can bring back any mutant as long as there's proof that they died. You don't really want to start making clones and then, surprise, somebody was alive. That poses a problem for Krakoa and their processes and things like that. And a mutant has just recently died, and Northstar decides he needs to figure out what happened to his sister and enlists some people, and through that solves a problem. And then that creates a different type of solution. And thus X Factor is made. And they are now an investigation group that is going to basically streamline that process and go find mutants that are missing, or find mutants that have died and find out how and why they died. And it's an interesting concept. I was not expecting this to go in that direction. This might end up being a book I like, which I wasn't expecting when I first started reading it. The art is really good. The writing is a lot of fun. I didn't realize I would like Daken as much as I did. But yeah, he was actually kind of my favorite character in this book. But you should definitely pick it out.
Next up, a book that Paul randomly picked for me. It's Batman Superman number 10.
I mean, we're still short on books right now.
I mean, not a lot. It's just,
We're not many number 1s this week.
I like jumping into things. So this is the middle of a storyline involving the Ultra Humanite, which is a big ape kind of guy with a big old nuclear brain. And you start with the past where Superman defeats him, but he gets injured and you think he dies. Come to find out he didn't die. And he is making bombs out of people. It is very weird, very creepy, and I like this dark element in a superhero story. Batman helps Superman kind of figure out where to look for the next clue, and then awful things happen, Paul. They're just terrible. Really bad things happen. Poor Batman. Read it. You'll love it, because it was good.
And my pick of the week is Lost Soldiers, issue number 1. I have to warn you, this is the most depressing book I have ever read.
Whoa.
Like, the story is really good, and it's really interesting. But man, I have never read a book that is heavier and sets the tone of how helpless war can be and how damaging it can be and um, how just destructive it can handle the people that survive it. And this is that book. This is that book dealing with two characters as they survive the Vietnam War, but never quite leave the war, and are part of a new group. We don't really know what the new group is until you literally watch like the last like page or two, and kind of get an idea of what is happening and what is going to be going on with this. The art's okay. I mean, I'm not a fan of the art, but like, this is one of those books where the story is so good, I don't care what the drawing is, but the art does go with the story. It is there to lend itself to that hopeless feeling of that of the horrors of war and the horrors of things that are going out. And like I said, it's a rough book. It is really harsh. Like I told Tim, I was just like, I need a cigarette after this, and it's like I don't even smoke. I've never smoked in my life, and after this book, I was just like, I need something to take the edge off. Like this is that kind of book. It's definitely worth the read. It's definitely interesting, but I will warn you, like if you're susceptible to mood changes and stuff like this, might not be that book for you, because this, like I said, this book is really rough and it's really going to take you down a dark almost feeling of meaningless path. Like if there's a way to really describe that, it's rough. This is a rough, harsh book, and but it's still such an amazing read. So you should definitely check it out.
All right, it's time for my pick of the week. Paul, I'd say, do you know what it is? But you saw me pick it, so I'm not gonna.
I mean, I know nothing about the book though, so
that's fine.
You're gonna tell me.
I would love to tell you. This book is called Hedra. Hedra. It's Hedra. This book is awesome. You know why? There's no words. There's no words at all in the entire book. It is all told through the art, and it is bonkers how crazy this is. It's all about where the panels are, where things are laid out. Look at that. This is like Steranko level kind of stuff going on here. But there's a huge story here. There's a woman who is an astronaut. She gets selected through a lottery system to go explore a certain part of space. And she comes in contact with some dude who's flying out in space. Just flying, being a dude. And they end up landing on this planet. And there's some hostile people on the planet. Whether who's good, who's bad, who knows. But there's hostile people. And the female astronaut decides to help this flying dude. And will they survive? What will happen? Like I said, no words. And I loved every second of this. I think this was originally presented as a webcomic or something else. This is the first time it has this version of it. And pick this up, man. It is cool. It is a really good book. Storytelling through the art. Really well done. I loved it. I didn't expect anything because I don't know. This is great. Do this. Hedra. It's great. You'll love it. I promise. I know I always tell you you're going to love it because I'm arrogant like that, but no, you'll like that. All right, people, thank you for making it to the end of the video. Thank you for listening to Paul and my opinions about comics, about life, about love, really. Still no cons, still a bunch of COVID in the air, and everything's terrible, so I don't know.
I mean, phase 3 trials of vaccines are started.
Yeah, whoopity-doo, who cares?
I mean, it's light at the end of the tunnel.
Light at the end of a death-filled, horrible tunnel. Thanks, Paul.
Look,
no,
it
is a good thing.
I'm always that glass is half full guy.
Yeah, I usually am. I don't know what's going on.
You were not. You were the glass is completely empty.
No.
And you're looking at someone. No. You're looking at who emptied your glass because you're like, I didn't do this. And
no, I just
hurt someone.
It doesn't matter how full or how empty the glass is. I just think it's a crappy styrofoam glass.
And then you hurt me.
Yes.
Because of something that someone did to that empty glass.
Whoa.
I don't know why.
Do I have to pay you for my shrink bill?
You have to pay me for getting a shrink bill. Like,
I have a better idea.
I'm going to need...
I got a better idea. Why doesn't everybody go out and purchase a pug shirt?
Then we can both afford therapy.
Man, I could benefit from some therapy. It is just awful up here. It's like a giant brush fire just right here. It's terrible, Paul. Who knows what's going to come out of my mouth?
Oh, God.
But yeah, I mean, come on. We got a thing about drowning pugs on a t-shirt
No, it's not.
out of my mouth. This t-shirt exists because I say awful things.
Basically.
Yes, you can't... Look, you get this cute pug. For $1 a day, this pug will not be drowned. Look at that. Isn't that great? Look at him. He's so happy to not be drowning. I got a new cat. It is 6 weeks old. It's very tiny. Fits in the palm of my hand. I had to give it a bath because it was quite flea infested. Like, we rescued this cat, and oh my God, I thought this cat was gonna die. Just giving it a drowning it, and I was like, I don't need to drown a cat in my sink. I'm trying to save it, but like, oh man, this poor thing. It's okay now.
Flea free.
Mostly. When I say there was a lot of poor thing, poor animal. I saved an animal, so get my shirt about not saving animals.
The shirt is about saving animals.
I don't know what the shirt...
It's saving animals from you, because you're the one...
You're going to have to go over this again with me, because I'm going to start wearing the shirt. And someone's going to be like, what's this about? I'm going to say drowning pugs.
About not drowning pugs.
Not drowning pugs.
Yes.
And they'll be like, is that a problem?
It is.
And I'll say, yes. It is. Good night, everybody. This is going on way too long. The shirt exists if you like it.